10% of Anguilla's GDP now comes from a source that was not nearly as significant just a few years ago. What is it? I'll give you that one more time. 10% of Anguilla's GDP now comes from a source that was not nearly as significant just a few years ago. What was it?
So I'm going to have to say I've heard of Anguilla. I've also heard of Angola, and I'm pretty sure they must be different places.
They are, yes.
And I'd say it's giving Africa or South America, but I don't know which one.
What the audience at home did not hear is the brief 2-minute break in recording there, where I had to ask producer David for a pronunciation guide for Anguilla, and I feel like I should have known that.
Does anyone else at least know what continent it's on?
It's not South. I don't think it's South America.
I think it's Africa, but I don't.
Yeah, I think it's Africa too.
It's actually a British overseas territory in the Caribbean.
Oh, excellent! Of course it is.
Okay.
Okay. No, I'm an idiot. I should have known that.
I'm glad that wasn't on me.
As in, I've been reading that as Anguilla for ages, and therefore not connecting it to
Same. I would have guessed Anguilla or something like that, and assumed it was a French colony or something like that. It is Anguilla.
Yeah.
What can I say? The British Empire has such a history of stealing places around the world that I've just lost count. I can't keep track of them.
I mean, we did get some kits. We got that off the French, I think. Anyway, I mean, all of those. So, I mean, the Caribbean's got a really sort of like amazing history, mostly based around tobacco and then later sugar. And then, of course, what comes with the sugar, which is the transatlantic slave trade. Here's a lovely thing to, warm the cockles first thing in the show. So fortunately, that stopped, so it won't be that.
It will not be that. You are correct.
I think there's a Caribbean island with 365 beaches, one for every day of the year. Is that might be that's not Anguilla.
That's Antigua. I've just been told.
Oh, for goodness sake!
That's also Caribbean, isn't it?
It is also a Caribbean, which you can see why I get confused. Forgive me for at least my island listing in my head. At least I didn't say Anglesey.
That's got the beaches, you just don't want to be on them.
Yeah, not 365 days. Okay, so is it? I imagine it's one of the smaller islands with a lot of forest. I'm thinking, rather than one of the larger ones with a lot of room for plantations and that sort of stuff.
I just had the most obscure concept idea pop in my head, but I think it's really kind of dumb.
Go for it.
Where was the fire festival supposed to be held?
Oh,
that's the festival that didn't happen because the organisers were just too cool to do admin.
I'm like, are people going there to relive the fire festival?
Too fire, too furious.
Has this island had a recent discovery, maybe? So maybe it was a boring island and therefore it's got increased tourist industry because of a specific thing on this island that people want to see.
This is more of a modern development for them.
Okay, I've had an idea then. This is GDP. GDP is about money.
Yes.
Yeah. And a new source of GDP, a new source of money, I'm not saying it's a good one, is cryptocurrency. Are they mining cryptocurrency on that island?
Ooh.
Nice.
No, but it's not that technological development, but you're definitely very warm.
Are they mining something?
No.
I love the way that you went from crypto. The way you went from cryptocurrency. You didn't pick up on the whole technology new thing. You went straight to mining. You just went, no, this is going to be Snow White. I know it.
Actually, my brain went, are they growing weed? That's if it's not fire, I was like, are they pot are they growing pot? Are they competing with Jamaica? But
yeah, they could have a whole hydroponic thing going on in the mines.
In the mines.
So when they sing hi ho,
Fraggles. It must be Fraggles.
Yes.
That's what's Fraggle hunting.
Let's just say you're closer with crypto than Fraggles. That's
okay. Sure.
So I mean, a lot of these places, they're tax havens. So
is it NFTs?
If you were to list off sort of recent technological advances, say the last 20, 30 years, and then the last 2 or 3 years, you've got all...
Did they have, it could be mining then, did they have lithium deposits for all the lithium batteries that are going in electric cars and phones and everything? But I thought that was all mostly Central Asia.
It's volcanic area, so you're not going to get lithium, are you?
No, you're not going to get lithium there.
But is it other stuff?
It's not a physical thing about the island. It's more of a stroke of luck, really.
Have they just recently found another Spanish galleon that's just got sunk there?
Technology. We're definitely in the right area with technology.
High frequency trading.
I mean, I don't know what that means.
So there's like the stock market. There is a thing called high frequency trading by. It's not like they have insider info. It's just when a price goes up or down, they can buy or sell stuff really quickly by having a very fast, very direct internet connection. So places are getting closer and closer to each other or building like line of sight microwave links and stuff so they can get the quickest internet connection between places. And I have no idea where Anguilla is, but if it's in the Caribbean, it might be directly between, say, New York and somewhere else, so you can put your computers there to do the cross-Atlantic trading.
Or it's linking all the islands up, so it's the main hub of all the different islands.
Oh, yeah, that could be where the internet
like
comes in.
fiber. Like
You're edging ever closer to it. It is something to do with the internet.
Go on, Matt, you seem to have it.
Is it their TLD?
It is their TLD. What is that, Matt?
So it's the top level domain. It's the last letters like .com on a web address. So you've like .tv is Tuvalu.
Yes.
And they've made a load of money because television uses it.
That got licensed for $50 million in 1999, according to my notes.
And .fm for radio stations, which I think is Micronesia.
Yep.
So Anguilla, I would guess, was AG?
AN.
AN is the Netherlands Antilles. AG is Antigua and Barbuda. What might...
AL? That's an word ending? AL? AA?
What would be good to have at the end of your thing? I don't know.
Specifically in the last couple of years.
.am?
You've gone through every letter in Anguilla apart from...
AI! .ai!
Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. 10% of their GDP.
Yes.
10%.
Domain name sales brought in $30 million in 2023 compared to the territory's GDP of $300 million. So 10% of that GDP was based on .ai domain names.
I suppose I can see why, because a lot of domain names, they price them based on how common the words are. So if you wanted like clever.ai, because that makes sense, that's going to be really expensive and you can pay millions for that.
Yep.
Fun fact, I got Izzi.com, ISZI.com, when I was a teenager, and it cost me about 20 quid, 4-letter domain.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations on getting that early. I bought tomscott.com when I was in university for what was then to me a lot of money from another Tom Scott who'd never done anything with it. And apparently several Tom Scotts over the years had emailed him, and I was the first person who'd put a price down rather than going, oh, what we were thinking about this. And I was the first person to go, will you take this much? And he said no. And then I said, will you take this much? And he said yes. And I've had that ever since.
Nice. Don't ever let it go.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
There are so many endings to domain names. So this one's around because they gave one to all of the countries. So all of the country codes and stuff. But there are also so many random new ones. Like there's one that's .club. And when I saw that one, it immediately made me think of a biscuit advert in the UK from the 90s. So I bought, if you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our .club.
And if we go there, it's just, inappropriate for work.
It's just the advert, isn't it?
It's just the advert. It's just the advert.
Okay, that's good.
Amazing.
The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.